Welcome back. In this episode, we're going to give you an overview of the Savannah Way. It is a long journey. So we're going to talk to you about road conditions, places to stay, fuel
prices, stuff like that.
Yeah, places to get groceries and as I said, an overview of the Savannah Way. So come with us.
Come for the drive.
So those of you who watch us will know that we have recently put up several Savannah Way videos, and they are more in depth, our usual episodes. But yes, this one we're just going to give you the basics, and it'll be a rundown if you want to do the whole drive.
Yeah. Hi. So if you're considering doing the Savannah Way with the caravan on tow, well, we've just done it.
Yeah, a lot of people are not sure about the Savannah Way. It is remote, but we just thought we'd do a recap and tell you all about road, fuel, groceries, everything really. Because the Savannah Way actually goes from Mareeba near Cairns all the way across to the Gulf of Carpentaria, the Queensland Northern Territory border, and then across through the Northern Territory side as well.
So the road conditions are pretty good, from
from Mareeba.
From Mareeba
up until Andara. Lava tubes. They're excellent.
Yeah.
It's a normal two-laned, as in one each way, not dual lane, but a normal bitumen road, because a lot of people visit Andara.
Yes.
So that's very good. Well, once you get past Mount Surprise is where you get to the single lane bitumen with dirt on either side, and you've got to get off when there's other vehicles approaching, and especially the big trucks. So the other very popular tourist thing to do on the Savannah Way is it's a detour from the Savannah Way, the Cobalt Gorge.
Yes.
We call it an alternate route down through Ainslie and Forsyth.
So from Ainslie to
Cobalt Gorge.
It's a mixture of dirt and bitumen.
Yeah. A lot of people leave their vans at Forsyth if they're not confident four-wheel drivers. We took our van to Cobalt Gorge quite comfortably.
Yeah, in our experience, it's not been a corrugated dirt road. It's just been a dirt road.
Yeah.
Maybe some rocks, but they're pretty good.
And the road south from the Savannah Way down to Ainslie was a great road, but it was a four-wheel drive road. I'll put some footage up of that. There was creek crossings and really picturesque. But if you wanted to stick to bitumen, you're best to go down from Georgetown and go south down to Forsyth that way.
Yes.
So continuing across the Savannah Way, once we got to Georgetown, we had been pretty remote with grocery supplies.
So we found some fruit
shop and a butcher in Georgetown,
yep,
which I was pretty excited about. Most of the little towns only have roadhouses to get your supplies, which is fine.
Yep.
They have the basics. And of course, everything is outback prices as well, but you have to expect that.
Yeah.
Georgetown to Croydon, we've still got single lane bitumen at that point.
Yes, yeah. It does have some overtaking spots, but it's mainly single.
Single lane, yep. We start to get, and even up to Normanton, really, single lane bitumen. Really, if you wanted to just go the Savannah Way through into Corrumbah, bitumen the whole way.
Yeah.
Even if it's single lane. You can get there comfortably with an on-road vehicle, I would say. So there's no need to worry about that section of the Savannah Way.
Yes, and it's not super there's not that many trucks on it compared.
Yeah, I mean, you've still got your road trains. They get priority.
Yeah.
You have to give way to road trains and let them have the road, the single lane. You need to get off the road if there's a road train coming towards you. But other than that, on-road vans are fine to go all the way to Corumba on that road. Once we get past Corumba, we then head across to Burketown. Now, that's when the dirt starts. We finally hit the dirt road with all the ant mounds on the side of the road. So on this road, there's a lot of single lane bridges. They have heavy vehicle core points, so you will know if there's a road train on its way, so that you can get off the road and move over. Looks like there's some people out having a fish. Going down to Leichhardt Falls, which is a very popular free camp. It's beautiful, so obviously a lot of people want to camp there.
Yes. It's a bit tricky if you've got a camper van.
Little motorhome.
Yeah. But
because you do need high clearance really to get over the rocks and the sand to get in.
Yes.
All right. So this is the drive into Leichhardt Falls, which is quite sandy, soft sand, bull dust, and washouts. So far, so good, but I think we're both a little bit anxious about this drive because last time we came, it was really chopped up, and we actually got stuck in the sand at the end as well. Just the soft, river sand, but it wasn't fun. It never is fun when you get bogged. So far so good today anyway. The main entrance into Leichhardt Falls is down a bush track, which is about 1 kilometre long. And it is a mixture of soft sand, bull dust, washed out ruts.
Yes.
And rock. So you're going sideways to get in with the van to get into Leichhardt Falls, but it's only a short distance. And once you get into the opening of the falls, you park up on rock.
On the rock, yeah.
And then go and explore.
Beware of the sand, it can be boggy.
The soft sand. So you go and explore once you're parked on the rock. So underfoot you can feel what's soft sand to get a nice park. And with a heavy van, ideally stay on the rocks, which there's plenty of choices. So, but yes, dirt pretty much to get to Leichhardt Falls. And then continuing on to Burketown, it actually turns back to single lane bitumen again.
Yeah, it's back
on the way to Burketown.
Yep.
Then from Burketown, across to, we stayed at Tarana Springs Roadhouse.
Yep.
Really good little place to stay. Got a caravan park out the back with animals and what have
farm,
you. Yeah. And it was single lane bitumen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And good creek crossings, or river crossings, should I say. Gregory River's there. And it's bitumen all the way to...
Did we get to Domagee on bitumen?
Domagee on bitumen.
Yeah.
This
is the section heading out to Domagee, and there's an awful lot of roadworks going on. A real mix of gravel and bitumen roads, and big drop-offs when the gravel ends to get... when the bitumen ends, sorry. Big drop-offs down to the gravel. Yeah, you might get 10 or 20 k's of gravel, but it's relatively good gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was uneventful, I must say. We would have loved to have continued the Savannah Way all the way to Northern Territory, but we did Northern Territory last year.
Yeah, so it didn't really fit in with our plans.
But we weren't put off by the road. Our friends were intending to go to Northern Territory, so they continued that way. So that's where we started to get the feedback from them on the road conditions. So they continued from Domagee onto Hell's Gate, and similar sort of road through to Domagee, they said. Nice campground at Hell's Gate behind the roadhouse, right on the river.
Then from Hell's Gate, it was a bit corrugated.
It deteriorated towards Burralula. Corrugations became not a problem, but much more evident on that section of the road. Obviously full gravel by then. To Burralula, now I've run out of map, but from Burralula through then to Roper Bar, it was sections of bitumen, sections of gravel, and the gravel was, you really had to slow down, sort of maximum 50 k's an hour was so it obviously the road deteriorated on the Northern Territory side. So if you've got an off-road van, off-road vehicle, you'll be fine, but if you've got the on-road vehicle, pull up stumps on the Savannah Way around the Corumba area.
And the bitumen didn't really start until Cape Crawford, I think, proper.
Yeah, but then from Cape Crawford, you can continue up to come out at Mataranka. So with the Savannah Way, you can either call it quits and come into Daily Waters or go up a bit further and go across to Mataranka. Now, our friends did the Mataranka option, which is a little bit the trickier option. It's still from Mataranka inland on the Savannah Way, the first 100 k's is bitumen. So we got feedback that there was only 30 or 40 k's of pretty ordinary gravel. They were over it by the end. But I mean, even though we love four-wheel driving, a lot of us are over it by the time you've finished the road. Oh, isn't that
so
lovely?
Much quieter.
Yes. Although we love doing the gravel roads. As for fuel, there is fuel regularly. It's not necessarily city prices.
No.
But with fuel, we all know...
220?
Yeah, 220, 230.
Yep.
But, just pay it because you've got no choice.
No.
That's, you might have a long-range fuel tank that might get you past some of them.
Which we don't. We've still got a full jerry can. Yeah,
we do carry 20 litres on the back, in case we miscalculate.
Yeah, it should get us 100 k's from somewhere.
Yeah, and quite often we use that jerry can just to use it so before it's old, don't we?
Yeah.
And then fill it up again because, we don't like to be stuck without it. It is a good insurance. What else do we have to talk about here on the Savannah Way? The pharmacy, that was something that...
oh, yes, there's a couple of pharmacies.
Well, up at this end, we take regular prescription medication and get them dispensed once a month. I was actually due to get our scripts made up at Atherton and forgot. By the time we got to Normanton, where the first pharmacy was, there's one at Normanton and one at Corumba. Really good little one at Corumba. It had been 2 months since I'd had our scripts made up, but thankfully I keep one packet of everything in reserve. So just keep in mind there's no pharmacies along that stretch. You actually asked at Georgetown.
The DTs.
Yeah. You actually asked at Georgetown, where's the nearest pharmacy? And she said, back in Atherton, love.
Atherton, yeah.
So we thought, okay, well, we're halfway. We'll get to Corumba. The other thing that you might want to know about is alcohol supplies as well.
Yeah, Vicky gets a DT then.
You're a funny man. So alcohol can be purchased, but only really at the pubs. So if you want to buy, we don't buy beer, but we buy bottles of wine. You want to buy a bottle of wine, you're paying, your $25 what you would pay in a pub for a takeaway bottle. make sure that you've got enough to get you through to Corumba. Corumba, again, was to buy from the pubs, but they did have a little bottle shop which wasn't too badly priced, like $15 a bottle at Corumba. So it's still not city prices.
No.
Beer, sorry, can't help you with the prices there, but you're in the same boat. You've just got to buy from the pubs. At
stock up at Atherton.
Oh.
Oh.
What about the freight rebate? That was a lovely surprise. Groceries.
Groceries have got a freight rebate.
On this road here, we didn't get it until after Georgetown. Actually, we didn't even get the freight rebate at Croydon. From Normanton and Corumba and West, there's a remote discount through Queensland. I don't know who pays for it, but it's a
transport.
It's a transport rebate to help remote communities, and you do get discount off your groceries. So it actually was a bit confusing because the price on the shelf at the grocers didn't always reflect the price that you paid. So if we looked at something and we thought, oh, do I or don't I want it, like that's expensive, if we put it in the trolley, by the time it went through the checkout, it might have been $1 or so less by the time you got this rebate. And when I looked at my docket after the rebate, it really was pleasantly surprised. The pricing really wasn't that bad. So, take into account that freight rebate, and you can, not just live on baked beans and spaghetti.
Yeah, don't know whether it's on all products.
No, it wasn't on your chocolate.
Yeah, it wasn't on my chocolate.
And actually, surprisingly, I bought a heap of fruit and veg one day, and there was some fruit and veggies that wasn't off as well, but it was off others. So I don't know how they work it out, but a good percentage of things were discounted. So I was happy with that.
We have heard some stories about the water quality not being very good, but that seems to be more down Winton Way.
We didn't have a problem on the Savannah Way.
Yeah, it was all
pretty
fresher
much.
than fresh.
Yeah, we got wasn't a problem getting potable water. Little surprise town we found was Croydon, wasn't it?
Yeah, Croydon was a little gem.
We stayed at the RV camp there, which is a maximum 2-night stay, but it costs you a whole $5 for 2 nights. And you need 2 nights there too, because it's a good little town for the tourists. They've got lots to see, all free, beautiful gardens at the visitor centre, and then the Chinese precinct as well, because it's a mining town, gold mining town. So
that was getting renovated when we were there. They're making it
better.
There was
lots of Chinese history, and we just really enjoyed our 2 days in Croydon.
It's the main town in the Shire.
Because it's the only town?
The only town in the Shire, yeah.
It's the only place we've been where a Shire has one town.
One town, yeah.
That was a bit of trivia for you.
Yeah.
When staying in Corumba, a lot of people choose to stay at the caravan parks, which are around at the point, because it's close to the tavern. We actually stayed in town, and I really liked the Corumba Golf Country Caravan Park.
It was spacious.
It was spacious.
Compared to the other guys.
And it was just a walking distance to the shops. The other guys, you have to really drive anywhere you go except to the tavern. And there was a pub on the other side as well where we stayed. So you could have your sunset views from the pub over the river rather than the Golf Tavern, which is on the point, which overlooks the ocean.
Yeah.
So it was I highly recommend the Golf Country Caravan Park. Oh, Leichhardt Lagoon was another highlight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The 12-mile lagoon, just about 20 k's south of Normanton. Private property, so it's bush camping, which is $10 per person, or we paid the big bickies.
And the fishing seemed to be better there than it was at Corumba.
They were catching big barra.
Big barras, yeah.
Yeah. But we paid the big bickies at Leichhardt Lagoon. We paid $15 a head, which meant that we were just a metre or two from the lagoon. Beautiful bird life, really beautiful sunsets there too. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that was lovely. Would have even liked to have stayed a little bit longer at that one. But yeah, it's just a great drive, the Savannah Way. Feedback from our friends through to Northern Territory is that the campgrounds and free campgrounds, national park campgrounds, there's a lot of choice. Really beautiful places to stay. So we hope you've
just about wraps us up.
I hope you've a little bit clearer on doing the Savannah Way. Bitumen all the way to Corumba. Take any van, any motorhome, low clearance, anything pretty much can get through to Corumba.
Yeah.
And then 4-wheel drive past that, but do it confidently and enjoy it. Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We hope we helped you out. We hope we have helped you out.
Yes, thanks for your patience.
So please like and subscribe.
As always.
Thank you. That really helps us out. It's free to do that. And we will keep giving you feedback and travel tips and taking you on journeys around this beautiful country.
Yeah, wherever we wander.
That's right. So we'll see you on the next episode, guys.
See you later.
Bye.